Hello everyone, this is Gary Marr. In this screen capture, I'm going to talk about Google Slides. Google Slides is a product that Google includes with Google Drive that does professional looking presentations. And if you have any familiarity with Microsoft PowerPoint, that's basically what it does. It creates slides that you can embed text, pictures, you can put transitions for very professional presentations. The presentation could be to coworkers, it could be to stockholders, it could be to potential customers, any number of reasons why you might want to project a series of images to communicate something your company does. Now, what most of these products also have is a template feature, which allow you to pick a template to start off with. Now, for this one here, I'm going to pick this one, your big idea. There are several of these available, and there are a lot more on the internet. What this will do is it'll set up a basic selection of slides, some fonts, some colors, of which are customizable, which I'll show you in a second. But it will let you start off with a presentation that is organized and outlines to be effective. So let me click on that to open it up. This screen is a little busy. It's not as busy maybe on your full screen as it is on mine. Because I've got the screen capture software, there's a lot of stuff going on here in the background. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play around a little bit with the theme itself. Now, over here on the right-hand side, I have a theme window open, which I'll close in a second. But it can show you some different customizations, which you can now apply even after selecting the template. So if I happen to like this blue theme, by clicking on it, you'll see that it's reflected in the slide over here, which is the slide that I'm working on. Let me close this now. Give us some more room in the screen. On the left-hand slide are all the slides that came with this template. Now, what we have to do is simply type over the top of or add to these slides as we go. Now, there are several other things that you can do here to improve the presentation in terms of its color selections, its ability to communicate, transitions, etc. These are in the menus here up in the ribbon bar. Now, as with the other products, the best way to learn this is a lot of times just to experiment. Try different things. If you see somebody else's presentation looks pretty good, you might open it up and look and see what they've done. But I've got a background here where I can change the color background. I can change an image color. I'm not going to really do anything there, I don't think. There is a theme layout again. That's the window I just closed. And there's also something called transitions. And what transitions will do will cause the slide to do different things once you're moving through the presentation. On the dissolve, what that will do is make it just disappear slowly from the screen. Sometimes you'll find there's a whole bunch of these in here. There's some that are going to move right to left, left to right, up to down, flip. Let's try one more here. Let's try flip. Let's do play, and let's see here. There we go. As you can see, that presentation you might find is very effective in terms of kicking off your slides for this particular audience. Let me stop that. I'm going to close the animation box for now. But these four things right here, background, theme, layout, and transition, are really going to make your presentation dance, so to speak. Now, as far as making changes to it, you're going to find that many of these menus are very familiar. They're much like what you're going to find in any Windows-based product. In fact, you'd probably say any GUI-based product. Even the Apple or Linux operating system will give you applications that have the same kind of options on top. I can share this presentation, I can create a new one, I can download it as a PowerPoint, for example, or a PDF if I just want to show someone. I can publish to the web, and these are there's way too many things to cover in this particular class, but I would simply experiment. That's the best way to learn this stuff. Edit, cut, paste, redo, undo, nothing there that's going to be terribly interesting, I don't think, above what you've seen already. You've got some view options. And again, I'll let you kind of move through these on your own just to see some of the things you can do to make this presentation kind of liven up a little bit. Let's start off by coming over here and let's put something different in this presentation. So again, I'm just going to select it and I'm just going to start typing as badly as I can here. No, lab.com, and I'm simply going to say this is my opening slide, I guess. So that's all it's going to say there. I think that's all I want to. Okay, opening, and then down here, a guide by, and I might want to just change part of this, and I'm going to put my name in there. Okay, and that constitutes the changes I've made to this particular slide. If I want to add an image to this slide, okay, I can either upload it from my computer, or I can search the web, Or I can also grab the image maybe from Google Drive. Perhaps if I've worked on a spreadsheet and I've got a chart that I want to add to this, I can also do that. I'm not going to add any images today, but I'll let you experiment with this one too. And I think most of us, if you've taken a class recently or been to a presentation, have probably seen PowerPoint in action and see some of the things it can do. Well, this is going to do all of that. Okay. A different slide here. This was a title slide. This slide here is a little different. This one's going to allow us to put some, text up there to display some things. Maybe I want to change the transition for this one to be, let's try cube just for the giggles here. This one allows me to create an ordered list of different items, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I could come in here and select something like this. Maybe I want to erase all that. Maybe I didn't like that part of it. And I'd say passion might be one of the slides I want to have, and I want to be proactive. Okay, that might be another slide that I want to have, and I might have one more. But I can make as many changes to this. I can also add to this. I can also insert things like text boxes and images and all kinds of different effects there to communicate my idea to the person who's watching along. I have a bottom window here where I can add notes. Maybe as I'm putting this together, I might want to say, I want to stop the presentation right here at some point and just point out some of the products I did and have worked on before. Well, I could add this note here at the bottom of the screen. My user's not going to see it, or the person, I should say user. My viewer's not going to see it, but I'll see it and know enough to stop and talk about that as I go. Let's see what else here. This has got actually a number of slides in it. If I want to erase a slide, I can either right-click on it and simply say, where's remove slide on here? Delete, and that takes the slide out. I can insert slides also. Let's see, new slide, right there. And then from here I can decide what kind of layout I want to have for this. Maybe this one's going to be a title and description or side by side. All of this is something that can be done to slides as you're making changes to your presentation. As far as printing goes, I can print the slides out. I have to find the print. Print settings and preview. I believe I want to go there first. You can hide the background, slide without notes. You can do a bunch of things there that will help you get a better idea of exactly what your print's going to look like. One of the things that's a good thing to do is maybe not print every slide, but print only part of the slides. Let's do this. How about 4 slides per page? This is sometimes a nice way to either, print out your notes for later use, or even give it to maybe a bunch of people who are following along in front of the room with your presentation, but might want to make notes on it. You can always create prints that have 4 or 5 slides per page, which makes it easier for them to take notes, and they can walk over hard copies of your presentation. I think, again, what you want to do here is experiment as much as you can. The only thing that I have not done yet is actually present the slide. Let's see, we should have present. And when I go into presentation mode, this is not going to look very well for you guys because it just went to full screen. But you're going to have a menu at the bottom of this that's going to let you go to the next slide, or it's going to let you end the presentation. Again, this is a good thing to try on your own and see how it works. And if you can, even look at somebody else's slides, bring them up and try experimenting off of some of theirs. That's all for now, and if you have any questions, you can email me, and thank you for your time.